Okay, Bruce, we're about to have another undertaking of trying to speed up traffic in the Isle of Man, which, from all accounts, especially this one, has been a nightmare scenario for many years. The Quaterbridge roundabout catches a lot of people out, doesn't it?
It's certainly one of the island's main junctions. We're not trying to we address safety and we address congestion, and also we cater for the future. This junction was last altered in 1986. That's quite a few years ago, and we're now planning for the next 25 years.
Would it be correct in saying it's one of the accident black spots, though, of the Isle of Man?
There have been quite a few accidents at the Quaterbridge. Luckily, not serious accidents. But yes, we want to address safety and make the passage through this junction as convenient and as safe for motorists. We also want to allow for pedestrians. It's not very pedestrian friendly at the moment. We have these horrible plastic containers in the middle. To provide pedestrian safety, we want to make it safer for pedestrians.
Okay, we've got the sacred cow of the TT. I mean, everything seems to revolve around that. You learnt your lesson on the last bit of tampering you were trying to do to the actual circuit. That failed, didn't get through the house at all, did it? The house keys, they didn't like it. So this is your preferred option, number 4, which leaves it almost as it is?
The existing TT course is not affected. We will be leaving the bridge, the original Quaterbridge, or probably not the original, but the bridge on the site of the original Quaterbridge, well alone. We will be building a new bridge downstream and then using the two bridges to form a roundabout. It will enable the roads to be closed and the TT and the Manx Grand Prix to be run, and we can better route the TT access road, that's the route inside the circuit, onto Peel Road, and that will be a significant advantage.
How much money are we talking about?
We're talking about £4 million.
You see, that sounds an awful lot of money for a roundabout to me, but I'm sure you have good ways of breaking that down.
Well, yes, I mean, not only is the cost of the new bridge over the river, we'll obviously be renewing the road surface all the way around the roundabout, and unfortunately, because of all the various materials and the safety of the men and the motorists while it's being built, that's the cost these days.
Obviously, with option 4, there's the losing of this iconic part of the TT as such for many people maybe would be the Quaterbridge Hotel.
Yes, it is a problem. The roundabout actually goes round the hotel, but it's not very safe to have a pub in the middle of a roundabout. Certainly the department now own the hotel, and yes, it will be demolished when the scheme goes ahead.
What sort of problems is this going to cause as it's being built? It's in 4 different phases, I think,
yes.
Reading your thing. I mean, there's going to be major disruption, no doubt, to traffic.
Well, in the initial phase, which is building the bridge across the river, the new bridge, we will be off the existing roads, and that will cause minimal disruption. However, yes, once we get onto the existing sections of road, we'll divert traffic onto the new bridge and so on. We will be working to minimise the traffic disruption.
And just away from this in general, I mean, people just assume that things are always getting worse in Isle of Man with traffic. It just seems to be it snarls up more and more and more. Whatever you seem to do to it, we're just getting not the movement we used to get. Would you agree with that?
Well, obviously there are external factors at the moment, the price of petrol, vehicle tax and so on, and we do want to address global warming and so on, but it's inevitable that the number of vehicles will increase, hopefully at a much slower rate than they have in recent years. But we are providing, as I say, a safe and convenient route into Douglas. That's part of the Douglas Highway strategy. We want to get rid of the queuing in the morning. Again, that's wasteful and doesn't do the atmosphere any good. And the road itself will require reconstruction in some time. So we're just maintaining our infrastructure and improving it as we go along.
For a time, though, there will be disruption when this is being built, presumably. Quite a major disruption, as a major artery will have to be closed while it's being done.
There will be certainly sections of road that have to be closed. Luckily, Peel Road is a very wide road, and we hope to keep Peel Road open at all times. After all, the fire station is on that road and so on. there will be diversions up. We will see what we can do to keep all the roads open at peak periods, but inevitably there will be off-peak closures in this area.
And when do you hope to have it finished?
Well, we've got to start it before then. This scheme will be, we will be applying for planning approval. That's the first stage for this scheme. We've had the consultation, the public. We'll now be going for planning approval. At the earliest the scheme would start would be 2010, and probably, and it could be accelerated if we worked through the summer. We could take 12 months to build it, but we could space it out and cause less disruption and do it in 24 months. That's something we're presently considering.
Will the price rise? I mean, the 3.5 will come 4 and so on?
We will be applying our normal value for money principles to this scheme. We will be seeking to engineer savings, reuse and recycle materials where possible, and complete it as economically as possible.
Okay. Finally, are you happy with Governor's Bridge and up there with your new road?
Well, it only opened on Sunday. I was still up this morning. It was working well, but it's only the first week. We'll continue to monitor it. There may be some more advice we need to give to motorists. We've still got 1 or 2 modifications to do to the centre of the roundabout before the Grand Prix, and it is certainly operating safely at the moment.